What's up, YouTube? Now, here goes another update to my journey reselling action figures on eBay. And let's just get into what action figure sold. And it's a really awesome Dr. Eggman from Sonic the Hedgehog. I believe I picked these up for a grocery outlet. I'm literally losing completely off this action figure. I believe I listed this maybe almost probably over a year, and it has got no views, no nothing. I have like a double of this and a double of another one. It's I have like three or four of these listed for sure, and they're not getting no views, no nothing. So I was like, let me just go promote a bunch of stuff and see what happens. And in my head, I'm like, when I if I get an offer on something, I'm gonna go take it off of promotion. So if it sells, then I won't get charged for the promotion, right? But that completely slipped my mind. I didn't even realize this was even on promotion. And I took an offer for $5. I had this listed for 8. And so when I went to go look, I'll see what I made. I literally made nothing. I made zero. eBay took everything. And it made me realize, like, yo, if I'm spending a couple dollars on these items and then listing them and trying to make a couple dollars, and then a whole year goes by, and so I'm only trying to make my money back, and then it gets to a point where I'm just trying to make a few bucks back, and then I start promoting it, then I literally make nothing back. I might as well not even decide to sell the item. I might as well just unlist it and maybe just sell it somewhere else or just keep it because it's not worth it. It's not worth the time either because I got to go wait in line at the post office for something I'm making $0 on. I'm not making no $2 profit, no nothing. I'm making nothing, absolutely nothing, and it's so discouraging. So I had a vacation. My car is done. I couldn't even bring it back to life. So what I spent my vacation on doing is on Craigslist, basically trying to find a vehicle to get me to and from work. I did that. I have the car registered. I have insurance. I started work yesterday. So it's a bucket, straight old school Toyota. So most of my vacation was kind of being depressed and miserable, trying to get shit together. So I didn't get no time to do anything I really wanted to do. And with that said, I haven't listed anything in over 3 or 4 weeks on eBay, and I haven't sold squat diddly, nothing. This is the first thing that sold besides the last couple things I sold. So if you want to know what sold, just go back to my videos or my shorts, and you'll see the last reselling videos I've done and the things that sold. I've been selling a few action figures here and there, and that's probably because I have so much action figures listed on there. That's the ones that people are going to, or maybe this was watched later and someone just decided to pick it up now. But with that said too, it's really discouraging because I have to just keep listing because I have over 200 items listed. And I'm not saying that the items are not selling because of the items or what they are because of the prices. No, they're not selling because they're not getting viewed. No views, zero views on mostly all my stuff. And it makes me wonder and think, like, wouldn't it be legit? Because when I sell something, eBay makes money. So if eBay wants to make money, wouldn't they be pushing my stuff out there trying to help me sell my stuff? But no, they don't do that. They'll charge you for some promotion and take all your money. And it just like I'm looking at eBay a little differently. I make money off of there, but at the same time, I'm working so hard to make that money. You know what I mean? And it's just like a spit in my face to list all these things, and then a couple things are selling, a couple things are selling, but I'm listing all this stuff, and eBay is like, no, if you want this stuff to sell, you're gonna have to promote it, and then we're gonna take more money on top of the money we're already taking out of you. That's bull squat. I would think that you know that will be included. The little whatever percent that they charge, that should be included with that 13% that you promote. It shouldn't be 15%, 17%. You got to understand a lot of these items. I'm not just finding these items. I actually went to Ross and different stores and picked these up for dirt cheap and thinking that I could make some money. And, this was all kind of an experiment, and I end up making money because I started selling other stuff that I didn't spend any money on. So that's the gamble. You know what I mean? I spent my money on these things that's not selling, but the things that I didn't spend money on, that's where I'm making the money back and making profit. So it's just it's a you know, I'm from the streets. I'm known to sell things that move just because of what the product is, and this is a whole different ball game because I have the product, I have the stuff, but there's so many people that have the same stuff for the better prices, or not even the better prices. They just have more trustworthy because they sold 1,000 items and they have all this, what's I call, like, I think those are the people that eBay is sending all these people to buy stuff is the people that been selling, and then a person that barely sold 87 items like myself, they're like, dude, you could list 100 things, and out of those 100 things we maybe show 5 people those things, and out of those 5 people are buying my stuff because I have to list these things really dirt cheap just for it to even sell. And even when I list it for dirt cheap, people are still offering me dirt cheap. And so I'm even taking more dirt cheap for it. So it's like, to sell on eBay, it's like you're desperate. You know what I mean? So I need to find another window to where, and I just need a better product too. You know, I need to stop reselling stuff and come up with my own thing to sell and just make a bunch of it. Because yeah, you know, this game is cool. I'm having fun. It's a tight hobby and all of that, you know, just like making content. You know, it's a dope hobby, but in reality it ain't doing nothing for my fucking pockets, you know. And the reason why is probably because, you know, I suck. You know what I mean? I'm not doing whatever I'm supposed to do correctly. I'm just over here making videos, uploading them, and trying to edit them correctly. But it's something more that I'm missing. You know what I mean? I think it's time. If I had time, I probably could focus and do more things, but I don't have time. I got to go to work. You know what I mean? Since I've been off work today, I cook, clean, water plants, um, basically making video now. I haven't had no time to even click the TV and watch TV or even scroll because I'm just busy doing this. So it's a little discouraging to see everything slowing up, but I guess I'm in it for the long haul. So I'm just going to keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing until something sticks. You know what I mean? And if it doesn't, then it doesn't. But I hope some people are entertained with my journey reselling action figures and random stuff on eBay because I've been doing this for a year now, I believe, and I just keep on pushing. You know what I mean? So I just this is the first time I haven't listed anything in almost a month, and I'm really feeling on eBay because literally, and I can't say I'm not making anything because I almost made 80. I made about I want to make $100 before the next payout, and that's okay. You know, I guess, you know, I made $100, 300 the month before. So these last couple months has been picking up for me on eBay, but not like how, you know, other people probably be going with so much, you know, making hella sales for making big bucks, and I just need to keep on pushing and trying to figure out how to navigate and be a chameleon and learn this game. You know what I mean? Because I know I could learn it. I just got to continue to, you know what I mean, be hands on and making mistakes. And, you know what I'm saying? Just keep on pushing until I could get it. You know what I mean? But the thing is, I need space. So what I need to do is just get a dump truck and dump all this old furniture, and there goes a shed right there for me. You know what I mean? I could get totes and all that, and I could start buying stuff up and having the space. Because my thing is, you know, I could list 500 to 1,000 things, but how am I going to keep these things like in place? You know what I mean? So I just need one area where I could just keep everything in, you know, not have to worry about, you know, it getting wet or getting took or anything like that. You know, I'm not worried about it getting took, but just getting ruined, you know, or me having a sale and I can't find that sale because I have so much stuff, I don't know where it's at, you know. And I just don't want to have an eBay where I have like 5,000 items listed and like it's literally a graveyard. No one's even coming to my page. So what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna have these 5,000 items of junk and borderline hoarder, you know. So you know, I love this, but for it to be a successful business, I have to buy, I have to spend, I have to find. because I'm running out of stuff, and once the stuff runs out, then what I'm gonna do? I'm just writing off of whatever's listed. No, it don't work like that. So I gotta continue to list things. Continue to list things. That's the only way you're gonna win on eBay. Keep listing. Keep listing. I don't know what else. But yeah, I haven't been on here for a while, so nobody's watching my long form videos. But I hope somebody out there will watch this. And if you do, I heart you. Be sure to go thumbs up. Go give me a subscribe. And if you want to talk about it and shop it up with me in the comments, go give me a comment, man. I respond back, and I love to talk to shoot this poop. But yeah, keep it spooky, peeps.